Gibraltar's playing host to the World Pool Masters. The quarter-finals have taken their toll as our field has been reduced to just 6 players, 2 of whom are already through to the semi-finals. 2 are about to stake their claim to a place in the last 4. From a field of 16, we're down to 6. 2 semi-finalists named, 4 others battling for the remaining 2 places. Predicting just who will win this title is a difficult business, the opening quarter-final proving that point. Ralph Souquet is the Masters' most successful player, 6 titles to his name and chasing a 7th here in Gibraltar. He looked on course to make the semi-finals, leading England's Carl Boyes 7-2 in a race to 8. But then a remarkable turnaround saw Boyes battle his way through 6 unanswered racks to stage a magnificent comeback. A comeback was also needed in our second quarter-final. Denis Orcolo raced into an early lead, while not the size of Souquet's, it still required a determined effort from Niels Fine to level the score. He managed it in the 12th rack and then went on to claim the next 2 and a place in the semi-finals. Confirmation of the results from our opening 2 quarter-finals and the fact that Boyes will face Fine in the last 4. Coming up next, the clash between Shane Van Boening and Darren Appleton, and still to play, Alex Pagaline and Jason Shaw. The format is simple throughout this tournament. Each match a race to 8 racks with the winner breaking. There's a 30-second shot clock in operation, but a single extension can be taken per rack. Time then for our third quarter-final, Van Boening against Appleton. Van Boening to break, commentary from Ted Lerner, Carl Boyes and Phil Yates.
There you see the cue ball get kicked in off there.
There you see he parked it right in the middle or close to it, and then the 8 comes by and just says, you'll have a seat now. Ball in hand for Darren Appleton to start things off.
And I think that's a graphic illustration that no matter how much skill you've got, how much knowledge or experience, you are beholden to a little bit of luck. And there, Van Boening got only bad luck.
Yeah, when you're playing, I mean, obviously Darren's got ball in hand, first frame. If you can just take these out, that'll settle him down. It's a nice little gift in the first rack.
And I think what the first match today reminded us of is that you can't take anything for granted.
Wow.
We saw Orcolo miss that 1 ball down the rail. Who would have thought Appleton would miss that one?
Shocking.
Yeah, that's a poor miss. It was a relatively easy shot, that. And just overcut it there, sent it to the top jaw. And you can see there he's not happy with himself. And rightly so, Ted.
Well, when you're given that gift of ball in hand and just the second shot in, you miss a makeable 2. Yeah, he's got something to chew on now. He is steaming Darren in his chair over there.
I've seen a lot of these shots under hit with the rest, so he might try and use the 7 to hold the cue ball. And you see it, just to slow down, but I think he's just all right. Yeah, you can see this 3 ball. It's a big shot though, because he'll be looking to punish Darren's mistake. Oh, confidently struck there, uses 2 cushions.
We've repeatedly mentioned the fact that Shane Van Boening is the only player to successfully defend this title. He won back-to-back, first in Nottingham in 2014, then in Manchester in 2015. And I'll tell you what, that final went by in a flash. Golden breaks, run out from the break as though they were going out of fashion. And he beat, in that final, Darren Appleton, hammered him. 8-2.
Yeah, that one got out of control in a hurry. And it was just, that was an amazing final. Shane was just destined, it seemed, to win. Everything went his way. And at one point, he was just whacking at the balls and just making incredible shots, as if he just knew he was destined to win. And indeed, he won his second straight World Pool Masters title. So he's on the board first here, 1-0 over Darren Appleton.
The words American and pool seem to go together so easily, and when you're the American number one, as Shane Van Boening is, undisputed for many years now, you know you're a very good player. He's from South Dakota, known as the South Dakota Kid. Age 35 now, he's been there, done that, worn the T-shirt, multiple US Open champion, America's most successful player in the 21st century. No one could possibly argue against that fact.
Yes, it's not even close, Phil. There's not even anyone in America who has had as much success in the last 10 years as Shane Van Boening.
There's Darren Appleton, 42 now. He's from Pontefract in Yorkshire. Dynamite, Darren Appleton. When he's at his best, he most certainly is dynamite. An explosive talent. And I think that's a fantastic achievement for an Englishman who started out playing English 8-ball pool. He was inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame last year.
Shane with a bit of a cut break going on there.
And he's got the 2-ball down, and he's got a shot on the 1.
And Shane will be looking now if he can, if he can clear the table in this rack now and get it to 2-0. That emphasises the miss what Darren's had, and when you sat in your chair and you've not got back to the table and you know you've had ball in hand, that hurts.
And it allows Darren a little more time to sit and stew over that miss.
He's got to give this a bit
just inflict
care,
a little
though.
pain.
Shot, off the cushion to the side. Natural angle will take the white back over there. Played it nicely.
He actually played that into the thin half of the pocket, which widened the angle even more. So whether that was intentional or not, if it was, where he was cueing from off the side cushion, that shows an awful lot of confidence.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering where the 7-ball is. Depending on where the white goes here on the 4, he might go for a 4-9 combo. Just depends where this goes. And this looks pretty good. He might go for this. I won't be surprised if he goes for it, just because of where the 7 is. Plus the 4 is very tight anyway, so I think he's definitely going to shoot the combo here. Yep, he's definitely going for it. That's a big shot.
Big shot, but never in doubt. He spied it, Carl, and he took it on and made it look a lot more simple than it actually was. What a flying start.
Welcome back to the World Pool Masters. This is the third quarter final, Van Boening against Appleton. Van Boning's dominated the early exchanges and through racks 3 and 4 has doubled his lead. He's now halfway to the winning line. Commentary for this match comes from Ted Lerner, Carl Boyes and Phil Yates.
And how about if he pulls off one of these patented Shane Van Boening breaks that he's so good at? Like that.
Now he's made the 1-ball and the 4-ball, and I think it's bad news for
the 2.
Well, I think he can cut the 2 onto the red ball, Ted. So I'm not saying it's an easy shot, but he's got a shot.
Yes, you're right. Just enough of the 2 is sticking out from behind the 8. The 3 is in the near vicinity of the pocket.
Yeah, this is not an easy shot, but I think it's made so much easier when you're leading 4-0. He's played it well. This rack's all about this shot. I think he's just going to try and draw the cue ball over and just bump into the 9. Like so.
Very nice.
His shirt is emblazoned with all kinds of stuff, but there you can see the most important little logo on the shirt on the right-hand shoulder there. 5-time US Open champion. To win that event on one occasion, you've got to be brilliant. To win it 5 times, that's otherworldly.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty impressive, to be fair. To win 5, I think he won 5 in 10 years and all. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Hey, you came pretty close 2 years ago.
Yep.
Runner-up.
Runner-up. The same guy beat me twice. The Taiwanese guy. Great shot there. Good speed control.
Give the viewers an idea of how many matches you have to win to, like, how many matches did you have to go through just to get to the final of the US Open? I know it can often be a slog.
Well, I went through the winners bracket undefeated till the winners final, so it was probably like 6 or 7. But if you lose early on, you're in all kinds of trouble because they play what we call a double elimination to the final. So I think Mika Immonen one year won 14 matches from the losers bracket to win, which that is unbelievable.
And much lengthier matches than here as well. It's a pool jamboree. It requires stamina, skill to get victory in Virginia. Well, this is Gibraltar, and right now Darren Appleton is on decidedly rocky ground. He trails 5-0, everything going the way of Shane Van Boening.
Excellent all-around rack from every perspective. Shane Van Boening in total command of this match, looking to become a 3-time World Pool Masters champion, and that is not where he wants to be, stuck in his chair.
Sports psychologists always say you should try and draw some kind of positives from a situation. I suppose Darren Appleton must say to himself, I was 4-1 and 6-3 down to Earl Strickland. I came back to win. But being 5-0 down to Shane Van Boening, dark days.
Yeah, I mean, things have got to start happening now, really. And where's the 9 ball?
Almost.
It's close.
I think he can certainly do something with that 1 ball. That passes. So the 5 ball down. Yeah, look at that. 9 very nearly dropping.
And of course, Van Boening has been responsible for the only golden break of the tournament so far in rack number 2 against Darrell Peach.
Yeah, the 1 ball clearly passes, and he's just got to make sure he holds the white because he's going to be playing for the 2 ball in the same pocket as this 1 ball. And there you can see, good line shot, right down the line of the shot. It's one of them, we'll know it's in before him, and it's in. Where's the cue ball? Yep, he's played it well.
Extension code.
Wow, that was hit very hard there. You could hear the pocket in the commentary box.
Well, he is just oozing confidence right now.
I think the noise that the ball made against the back of the pocket there was thwack. They heard that in Spain.
Yeah, that was... I suppose he did have to hit it hard, looking at the angle, but they're never easy, them shots. Oh, he's played a little cheeky one there and all. He's gone rail first. Has he come out far enough? He looks happy-ish. Obviously, he was a bit too straight on that shot, so he just used the rail just to get the cue ball out there. We've seen these miss, though. You just never know. Is this a turning point? There you go. Now, this is your chance to get one on the board. It's not an easy shot, but it's a chance.
I guess that's all you can ask for at this point, a chance. But the last time he had a chance, he also had a very difficult long shot, Darren. No.
No.
Just not on.
That's bad signs. That you could see his head just jumped up on the shot.
He is all out of sorts today. And he started right in the opening rack. Shane scratched on the break, and on the very second shot of the match, Darren Appleton missed an elementary 2-ball, and from there, oh no. Oh, and he very nearly clipped the 9 in. So, okay, another chance.
It wasn't easy though. I mean, where Darren left it, the cue ball's on the cushion and you have to try and power it in with loads of spin. It's the type of shot where when you miss it, it makes you look like a bit of an amateur, but it was a, you know, it's a super difficult shot. So this frame's still in the balance.
How big is this for Darren?
Lots of mutual respect here, and Van Boening knows that regardless of the size of his lead, it is not decisive by any means. Well, with ball in hand, Appleton really should get his first rack
ball in hand
on his side of the ledger.
Please.
Well, you said it, Phil. This format, winner breaks, race 8, anything can happen. And you said, Carl, earlier, what you just try to you compartmentalize the comeback. You say, just let me get a few here, 1 or 2, and then we'll see what happens after that, and then maybe 1 more, and then, you know, maybe if I can get it to 5, you know, 7-5 yesterday, that's when the heat starts to get applied.
I mean, that's what he's got to do here, obviously. You know, when he missed the ball, he was a bit fortunate. He didn't leave Shane just an elementary finish, because obviously 6-0, you're in big trouble. But 5-0 now, it's going to be 5-1, sorry. So if you can break and run the table, you're still there, you know what I mean? It's not over.
Could that be really important? So far, the equation has been, for Darren Appleton, Shane equals pain. But the result of rack number 6 might be a painkiller. We'll find out after the break. It is 5-1 for Shane Van Boening in this quarterfinal of the Mansion Bet World Pool Masters, but it might well have been 6-0, so just a ray of hope for Darren Appleton as he breaks off in rack number 7.
There you see Darren trying to get a cup break going.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy. He several balls nearly fell. Here you can see right near the corner, but nothing down, and more frustration for Darren Appleton.
Good news is, though, he can't pot the 1 ball.
Push out.
He has got an option of a safety shot. I'm not sure if he's playing a push. I think he did shout push, but he's pushed out. And I think Darren can play off the edge of the 1 ball, use the 8 as a stopper, and try and get 2 cushions back down towards the sort of 6 ball area. Doesn't like the shot, so he's give it back to Shane.
It's a thin snick, this.
I don't think he can pot that, can he?
No, he's definitely going to play safe. He's going to just chip the 1 onto the 8 ball. Get this cue ball round.
Well, you called the shot call and he played it.
He won't be happy with the end of that, though. I think he was just trying to keep the 1 over where the 8 was, and it's popped out, but Darren's not left with a great deal other than a safety shot himself. It's pretty good. These type of racks, they suit Darren more than they suit Shane. Shane's free-flowing, attacking, get racks on the board quick. And if Darren can just keep grinding away and nick a few racks, then you just never know.
That's right. It's a good way to put it. He is the ultimate grinder, Darren Appleton. So he's not displeased to be playing this kind of safety match.
And that's why winner breaks, for me, is the way forward, because no match is over till it's over, to quote Yogi Berra. It's rather like what they're doing in snooker these days, playing a lot of matches over the best of 7 frames. The same thing applies there. Never over till it's over.
Yeah, I think winner break format is definitely the way to play 9-ball pool. Oh, that's a great pot, by the way. What a brilliant shot that is.
And that opens up the rack.
Really good pot that is. Into a blind pocket, centre of the pocket as well. Look at that.
Is he back, Boise?
He's back for a minute after that shot, yeah, definitely. Maybe
yet another ray of light.
Now he's just got to avoid the 8 ball. Yeah, that's why he stood back up. Yeah, has he got there? Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. And I'm just looking over at Shane, and he doesn't look like a man that's 5-1 up. You can see he's just a bit dejected. Maybe he's thinking about that long 4 ball to go 6-0 up. And he knows what Darren's like. He's played him many times. That was a little bit wide.
You're right, though, about the previous rack. Let's face it, Van Boening was in the pink until he missed the pink. There's no need to panic, of course, but when you can feel Darren Appleton breathing down your neck, it's not a nice sensation.
No, that was a pretty good shot there to get down here for the 5.
Yeah, I've seen Darren play bad on the odd occasion. You know, not every player plays great all the time, but he's got to be a scary opponent, Carl, to be in there against. Nobody battles in the trenches better than Darren.
Well, you just sort of know that you've got to go out there and win. You know what I mean? Good shot there. Jacked up. Speared the 5 in. Yeah, like I was saying, you know he's not going to give up. And, you know, Shane's played Darren many times. You know, obviously they've both beat each other over the years, but he knows he ain't going to just give over and give you the match. He's landed a little bit short there. He'd have liked another half a foot at least. Now where the 8 is, it's still pretty good, but you know he's missed a couple. So just stay still. Yeah, good shot.
And this isn't just winning a rack, this is winning a rack in style, and playing a number of good shots to do so.
Yeah, and it's a big rack as well.
Yeah, I think this is the type of rack that can really turn the confidence around for Darren Appleton. He's back in this match.
Yes, he's taking his first steps down the comeback trail. It's still a lengthy one, but nevertheless, it's far better than it was at 5-0, with Shane Van Boening at the table with a chance to make it 6-0.
So much comes down to the break shot, as it always does in 9-ball.
See Darren changing over to the other side of the table on this break shot. Has he made a ball? He's made one.
Yep, the 5 is down. Will he have a shot on the yellow 1?
Nope, Ted.
Well, it's open. He can see it, but no clear path to a pocket.
Yeah, he's not in the break shot very good. It's lacking a bit of power. The balls are not really moving. And he's losing the cue ball to the bottom end of the table quite a lot as well. Not an easy safety shot. So there could be a push out being called here.
The push out. It's a game within a game.
Yeah, there you see. I think he's just trying to tie this 2-ball up for a bit of insurance. And there you have it, he's done so.
Well, it's the only time in the rack in any game where you can hit any ball anywhere on the table. And Shane just doesn't even get out of his chair. Shane could have shot it, but he gives it back to Darren Appleton to shoot.
Extension code.
And this is the type of rack that Darren actually, this suits him, you know. This scrappy frame,
well,
where
yeah.
You've got to have the knowledge and play the right shot, and it probably doesn't suit Shane. So it's an interesting one, this. At such a crucial point of the match.
I get the feeling that Darren is more than happy to milk the clock, too.
This shot's gone wrong, though. It has gone wrong, but because he played the push out and tied the 2 up, it's given him a little bit of insurance. Now, can he make this 1 ball and send the 2 round the table and hook him behind the 6? I think that's what you're seeing Shane look at.
Extension code.
Great shot there to find that line. Oh, he's played it a little different way. It's a clever shot, though. It's not an easy kick shot either. It's pretty easy to hit, but where do you go safe? You can sort of go that way, but after hitting the 2 ball, there's no real option. That's why he's playing the jump shot, trying to get distance. And he'll take that. That's not a bad result there. That's why I didn't play the kick shot, because there was no real value, because there was no real balls that could help him. Shane's played another good safety shot there. I think you're going to see him come off this side cushion and hit this pretty hard. And there you go. He's trying to make something happen. And where does it end up? Oh, it's beautiful. He will take that all day long.
And when momentum shifts in Q Sports, it always seems to me as though the fortune does as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's turning out to be one of them racks, this. It's such a big rack.
Carl, you know something about that, don't you? Last night.
Wow, look at the swerve on that. But he stuck it up.
I believe he's left it open. Yes, he has. A chance now for Darren Appleton.
Is he looking at the 3-9 combination? It doesn't look on to me. Can he manufacture it?
Yeah, like you said, from overhead view, I'm not too sure. Well, I think he's going for it. The way he's played that, Phil, he's 100% going to go for this. So, like you say, he's just looking there.
Not a natural plant, this. He's having to manufacture it and needs all the calculations he can pull off.
And it's there, yeah. It's 5-3. It's game on from nowhere.
Out of the ashes comes Darren Appleton, Ted.
And he didn't storm back. He's scratching and clawing his way back. This is classic Darren Appleton here. Wow, nice shot there. And Shane's got to be a little bit concerned now at the way this match has turned.
I think the cue ball's gone off. He's been unlucky. The cue ball, you could see it. It got kicked up the rail and the spin just took the ball in the pocket. Here's another look there. Look, you can see it there.
Kicked by the 8-ball was not his doing and assisted in by the 1.
Yeah, and the 1 was going in as well. And what a timely in-off for Shane Van Boening. This is a big, big frame as well. And they're all big frames. I know we keep saying this, but this is like to transfer the pressure back over to Darren, yeah? And to relax Shane, and he's under it that little bit. So he's going to have to come off 1 or 2 cushions, I do believe. Yeah, 1, 2. Back out into the middle. That's pretty good. Yeah, he's just getting up. He's just not quite happy with his angle there, is he, Phil?
I think he's just generally unsettled also, apart from this particular shot. Taking an extension on this might seem a little over the top, but he just wants to bend himself back in.
I think the problem is if he plays a natural screw back, it was coming towards the 9, so it's like 4 screw back type shot. And he's played that well. He knows the importance of this frame, does Shane. This is a big. This will just settle him again, just to get that 3 frame gap. And just as Darren was clawing his way back, the break shot.
The break. It always seems to always come down to the break in 9-ball, or a good percentage of the time.
Yeah, I mean, certainly when the white gets kicked in off, I mean, that's just cruel. It's like, wow, what a time, you know. But this is why we love the game, because there's so many twos and fros with this game.
Twists and turns in the road. 9-ball is a cruel game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's cruel. That's what makes it fun to watch.
Yeah, and to be fair, obviously he's doing his best to, you know, get back in this match, but he's obviously got off to a horrendous start, and he's not really played too well, so he's not going to be, you know, you can't be too like, you know, if you're playing great and things like that happen, then you think, oh wow, it's just not my day. But he'll be more upset with himself that he's missed a few easy shots and, you know, gifted some racks away rather than just that bit of luck.
Yeah, that was bad luck right there. He knows that. But regardless, he's now down 6-3 to this man, Shane Van Boening. 2 away, Shane, from a spot in the semifinals.
Rack 10, Shane Van Boening to break, leading by 6 racks to 3.
Desislava Boshilova, our referee from Bulgaria, announcing the start of rack number 10. A rack that Shane Van Boening would love to lock up and reach the hill as a consequence.
And there we see another successful break from Shane. Made 2 balls, but no shot on the 2 ball. Just having a look there, you can see if is there a gap. Now you see this is very tight, and I think that's a foul. Yep, there you see.
Foul shot. Ball in hand.
I thought it just looked like he clipped the 8 on the way through.
Undoubtedly, the 8 was the first ball contacted, no doubt. Look at this.
Yes, indeed. So, a lifeline for Darren Appleton. A lifeline here for Darren Appleton.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if the referee spied that. I don't know. It was more Shane who owned up to that.
Yes, and also Darren Appleton looked across before she said foul shot. There was definitely hesitation there.
Well, yesterday, Deza actually called for a video replay. So here in pool, we do have the ability to do video replays. The referees have the authority to do that if they need it.
In her defence, maybe she was waiting for all the balls to stop before she actually called the foul. I think she must have seen it because it was quite blatant.
Yeah, I think you might be right there, Phil.
So this 9 ball, Darren Appleton off the foul quickly, makes it 6-4 now in favor of Shane. Still plenty of work left for Dynamite Darren Appleton.
It was all about one shot, was rack number 10, and this is it. The gap was there, but Van Boening, without any doubt whatsoever, made contact with the black 8 ball before the blue 2 ball. And really, that wasn't even marginal.
No, I think what Shane was trying to do is just clip off the 2 ball and make the 3 that was over the pocket, but it obviously went wrong. But so what's happened now is we've clawed the gap back to 2 with Darren breaking again. That seemed a better, more solid hit. You can see the ball's moving, but as you can see, it's a dry break.
Boy, he is livid. Dry break, nothing down, and Shane with a shot on the 1 ball.
Darren's only saving grace is I'm not sure if the 2 is right over the middle pocket to make this easier. And it obviously doesn't go down in this pocket because there's a couple of balls in the way, which means he has to try and get the cue ball right down this table to play the 2 in the top pocket, which this cue ball can easily get away from you if that's what he's doing. Yeah, and that's what he's played. And that's a pretty good shot, to be honest.
Well,
he's played that. The
position.
cue ball control there was beautiful. Really, really beautiful.
He landed that right in the, on the dot where he wanted it.
And the 3 clearly passes the 9, so a couple of good shots there. This has turned into a really good chance. He's still got a little bit of work to do, though. Yeah, there you can see. I'm not saying that's tight, but whenever the 8, but you've got a, where the 9 ball is, it's just sort of blocking your eye line a little bit. Ooh, pace helped that go in. No, I think the big ball in this rack is going to be the 8 ball. Because the 8 ball only goes in this pocket. Shane knows the importance of this rack. This will put him on the hill and give him a bit of breathing space in this match.
Oh yeah, if he doesn't get this rack, it's disaster, because he has got the table open. Look at that positional play there. Doing a nice job of controlling the white ball.
Yeah, he found a gap there, Ted. I mean, that was pretty scary. Look at the gap he found there in behind the 7. And I think this is going to be a Shane Van Boening power shot again. Listen to this ball. There you go, just to get right over there. And he's played that. I think that's a really good angle to draw this cue ball all the way back down table.
Wanted to get maximum purchase on that, and that's why he made sure that the chalk was evenly on the tip. He didn't want to miscue there.
No, let me tell you, this has been a fabulous run out at this stage of the match to get on the hill.
I was going to say, if you think about it, I mean, he spent the last 30 minutes or so watching Darren come back, and he's only had, I mean, he had a 5-0 lead, so he's only had 1 rack, and he was battling it out in the trenches with Darren, but he has looked very smooth right here, right when it counts the most, as you near the close.
And history repeating itself, because in rack number 9, it was a case of scratching on the break for Darren Appleton. In rack number 11, it was breaking dry. Both occurrences cost him dear. Here's the dry break. Nothing going in. Not cooperating any ball on the table. Not cooperating with the Yorkshireman, that is. But for the South Dakota kid, manna from heaven. So Darren Appleton is now 3 behind a possible 4 to play.
Yeah, he's got to win the last 4 now. It's do or die. He's got to hope he gets a chance. First and foremost, Shane to break.
Well, he's got the 1 ball down.
1 ball, yes, Ted, he has.
And will he have a shot on the 2? Yes, he will have a shot in the side. But then it's... what will he do with that 3 ball?
Well, he's got a shot on the 2, but I think he's got to try and jack up and draw the cue ball back into this area, which isn't easy because the cue ball is on the cushion. So I think you're going to see him cue right down on this shot and try and just pull the cue ball right back. Just hits the camera with his cue there. And there you see.
If he feels the tariff of this shot is too high, do you think he might just bump the 2 in and play the snooker off the 3 and behind the 8 and the 9?
I mean, possibly. I just think he knows this is for the match, and he knows one good shot here. If he can pull this cue ball back down here, his cue's that long, he keeps hitting the camera. He's changed his mind. He's going to pot this and go up and down the table. Watch the cue ball, and yeah, whenever you force it, I don't know. I think that was a bit of a mental error there from Shane.
So you would have preferred to try to bring the 2-ball back?
I just think he's played pool a long time, and his instinct, he knew. You could see him jack up at first, couldn't you? But he didn't like it, and then obviously times disappearing, and you end up rushing the shot a bit, and I don't know. And does this 2-ball go in between these 2 balls in the corner?
Extension code.
I think it does. It's not the easiest of shots, though. You've got to judge this well.
Especially with Shane at 7.
It's there, good shot.
Really nice, right on time.
There you see Darren just looking to pot this ball and just brush the cue ball off the 8. And doing so, he's hoping the 8 will open up. If he's got the angle, he'll do it, but obviously he hasn't. Hence the screw back shot to get back out in the middle of the table. But where the 6 is, yeah, I mean, the 6 is in a great position to just pop the 6 and bump the 2 balls. So I think that's a better option for him, to be honest. Didn't quite get back there, though. Now he's got to run around the table a bit. Has he got up there? Has he got the angle? Nope. He's played that poorly, to be honest. He'll be fuming. It looked pretty good. Look there, you see the shake of the head. He knew he hit that very bad, and now he's got to go around the angles, and you're just trying to bump the 9 there.
So the 8 only goes into the top corner pocket.
Yeah, he's going to play this all the way around the table and try and move it, and if yeah, he's having a little. He's not in bad shape there, you know, actually.
Can he actually hit this 8 in? I
think he's going to play a bank shot up into the top pocket. I mean, I don't know what shot he played on the 7, but it's actually not bad for a bank shot. This.
Yeah. Why not?
It's pretty natural. Is it there? Oh, I thought it was there at one point. It was close.
But he's left hampered cueing, and he's also left the 8 ball pretty straight, so all is not lost.
Yeah, but this is a Shane Van Boening special, ultimate cue power. He's going to try and get this cue ball all the way up there and all the way back down.
Oh.
That's pretty good, you know.
He did it.
He's left the thin cut, and it's for the match, guys.
And he's over the pocket. But this would be a nice way to close out Darren Appleton.
This 9 ball for a place in the semi-finals. It's there.
Shane van Boening has withstood a typically stubborn challenge from Darren Appleton. When he led 5-0, it was all the way of the American. But at 6-4, he was beginning to sweat. Not anymore. He's through. Appleton goes home. The final score, 8-4 in favour of the man who's won this Whirlpool Masters Championship on 2 previous occasions.
Shane van Boening chasing a 3rd Masters title and on course to achieve just that after that 8-4 win over Darren Appleton. He'll face either Alex Pagaline or Jason Shaw, who play in our last quarter-final in the Mansion Bet Whirlpool Masters of 2018.